Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to school on this Tuesday. Oh, yes, a terrific Tuesday it is. The 10th day of October in the year 2017. I do hope your day is off to a terrific start, yours as well. Sit back now, though, because here are your morning announcements. Yes, today is a day 3 schedule. Let's follow that day 3 routine. And before we talk about today's schedule, I want to introduce to you a new feature of the morning news, the morning Patcast. This is called Ask Fred. This, of course, is Fred. Fred, are you happy to be here?
N-O, no.
Well, you don't have to be mean about it. Anyway, Fred, we want to talk to you today about the phone policy. The middle school has a new phone policy, Fred, and I wondered if you could tell me, are students allowed to have their phone out during the morning break?
No means no.
Okay, so they're not allowed to have their phone out during the morning break. Can they have it out at lunchtime?
No.
Okay, Fred. Well, I appreciate your straightforward. You're straightforward with your answers. Is there really any time can the students have it out, like between classes, walking down the hallway, or have it out of their bags or anything? Anytime without permission, can they have their phones out?
No. 1,000 times no.
Okay, well, there's your answer, ladies and gentlemen. Students, reminder about the phone policy this morning. Thank you, Fred, for joining us on the show, by the way. The phone policy is this. Students, you need to shut your phones off at 7:40 in the morning. Place them in your backpack or your locker. You should not have it in your pocket, carrying it around with you. Phones are allowed to be used again at 3:10. During the course of the day, students, if you need to use the phone and you want to call your parents, for example, please feel free to come to the middle school office and you'll be allowed to make contact with your parents. Fred, thank you again for joining us, and we look forward to another feature with you in the future on the show, on the segment called Ask Fred. Trick or treat, move your feet. Remember that the PE department is still challenging us to exercise throughout the month of October, and again, there's still sheets available here in the office, or from the PE blog, or from Mrs. Miller. Grade 8 students, please note that there'll be a meeting for parents and students on Wednesday, October 11th at 6:30 in the middle school, high school library. The purpose of this meeting is to share information with you about the UAS High School and the grade 8 transition to grade 9. Yes, you're only in grade 8 now, but again, this parent meeting on Wednesday night, that would be tomorrow night at 6:30, is to talk to you about the transition to the UAS High School. So please be there tomorrow night, 6:30 in the library. Today is Tuesday, so that means we have an early dismissal today. Students will be dismissed at 2 o'clock, and you're kindly asked to depart the building by 2:20. Bus students are reminded that the buses will depart at 2:15. They will not wait any longer because of the elementary school schedule. Also, students will note that we do not have access to the elementary school courts today. So please, sorry about that inconvenience, but it's Tuesday, so that's the way it goes. Also, during lunchtime, students are kindly asked to enter the cafeteria from the court side of the building and not from the MPH side. We have elementary students coming in on that side. Also, when approaching the counter to buy food, if there are elementary students in line, middle school students, we need to go to the end and wait your turn. Thank you for all of that. Regarding student council elections, check your UASDubai.ae emails for the voting form. Grade 8, you'll be voting on Wednesday during your office hours. Best of luck to all candidates as the student council elections continue. This is the last call, the absolute last time I'll make this announcement. The deadline for entry into this year's UAE Spelling Bee Championship has been extended to the end of the month, as you know. The new deadline, as I said, is October 31st. Happy Halloween. But the sooner you enter, the sooner you have a chance to look at the spelling birds and practice. So please don't delay. Students in grades 6 through 10 are eligible. And again, we'll be selecting a school winner, and they'll be selecting an overall UAE champion that will receive 25,000 dirhams and an all-expense-paid trip to Washington, D.C., the UAE spelling champion. So 3 rounds, like I said, the first one here at UAS, 2 in the city to select the UAE champion. So best of luck to spellers. There's still time to sign up. Check with Miss Hannah here in the office. MAP testing makeups begin today. Grade 8, you're up at 10:05 this morning in room 300. Teachers, you have been given a list of who those students are, so please note that. Grade 7, you're today at 12:25 in room 300. Grade 6, your makeups are tomorrow. So again, those testing sites are in room 300. We did it. This is kind of cool news. If you hadn't heard yet, the Chris Fade Show is coming to UAS. Ow! Yes, Sunday, October 15th, Chris Fade and his crew will be coming here to UAS. The plan calls for the visit to last from about 11 o'clock to roughly 12 o'clock. Teachers, please note that October 15th is a day 6 schedule and that the interruption to our schedule will occur during period 3. We will have some of period 3, it looks like, about 20-25 minutes of period 3, and then period 3 will be interrupted plus the regal break, regal period. More information is soon to follow, but again, the Chris Fade Show will be here on Sunday. Laugh Out Loud Joke of the Month for October, and for today's Joke of the Month, it goes like this. Why did the boy bring a ladder to school? Why did the boy bring a ladder to school? Because he wanted to go to high school. Of course that's the answer. Anyway, no birthday wishes to pass along for you today. I do hope you have a terrific Tuesday. Take good care. Thanks again, Fred. We will talk with you later.